Hello. We're back. Today might be a short stream. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. I am I am on this Thursday. It's thank you. It's it's a comfy day. That's what I'm gonna put a positive spin on this. It's not a sick day. It's a comfy day. So we've gone full Kigurumi. We are keeping it cozy. We're having a nice. Jasmine has chosen this moment to wake up, and that's right. Sorry, and perfectly encapsulate the feeling of the day, uh, because it is cozy day. But I felt like still streaming because I wanted to get something done. I've done a few things, but like it feels good to have streamed. So here we are. And it might be a short stream, might be a shorter stream than normal. Gonna play it by ear and see how much energy I have. But I'm glad that y'all are here. I'm glad that Jasmine is here. Uh, and then just a little bit here, just a little bit here. We're gonna play some more Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Uh, that's right, baby girl. So we started last time just on the, and she's done with that. We started last time just on the other side of our first void travel. We got a tuning fork from Seeker, and we traveled through a void, and then we had to make a decision. We had our first crossroads. We've had plenty of crossroads, both literal and figurative, but this one was where the game was like, okay, well, now you can do a thing where you can go to either the Harrows or you can go to the fort. And we chose to go to to go to the fort. So we're going to Fort Jericho because I love me a snow level, and it's snowing up in the mountains. So we're at Mount Pleasant. Not literally, because from the map you can see. Nope, it's down here. Map you can see down here. That's where I'll get to why we're here in just a little bit. But we went to Mount Pleasant. Where at is Fort Jericho. They were under attack by the undead, so we cleared out the undead that were attacking the fort. And then we met Andrew White, who was one of the guards on the wall, who said, "You can't come in, because they said so." But then we were told that one of the two, Captain Pennington is one of the leaders of the fort, and I think the like second in command is Helen Priest, if I remembered her name right. And apparently Helen Priest had left the fort with a small contingent, so Andrew had basically said, if you can find Helen Priest, she can give you permission to come inside. Um, so, hey, good luck finding her. And also, she was supposed to be back by now. If you can find her and bring her back safely, you've done us all a favor, and that will get you in good with the locals here. So we went to the mine, and we found Helen, who had a ghost of her own, her husband, who apparently had died 7 years ago. 7 years ago, also apparently when Deborah Comenius had died. Deborah, who is kind of a mystery person, someone who Kate Newsmith was in love with, and feels that she betrayed in some way. Pardon me, Deborah, whose ghost emerged out of the beast and chased Kate at the end of last chapter. So 7 years ago seems to be when all the shit went down. But so Helen's husband died 7 years ago when, like, a plague afflicted the mine, and Captain Pennington decided that for the greater good, he would lock all the miners inside. And I think her husband was essentially his second in command at the time and was put in charge of that whole operation. He's dead now. His ghost hasn't been with her the whole time. It sounds like it just recently showed up, and they're not sure why. So that's a question for later, but that's why he was able to see Antea, or why Helen was able to see Antea, and why she wasn't bothered by us being here and being weird. So that was nice. It also got us entry into Fort Jericho at the end of all things, so that worked out well. And then I was maybe a little bit overly petty to Andrew White, the wall guard. I think I earned it personally, but that's where we ended things, was getting access to the fort. Oh, we also met another just sort of random ghost out and about named Rebecca, I think was her name, who was calling to my Fardy, a name that will live in infamy. Fardy's actual name is Fernando, Fernando Miller, I think, and is someone in the fort who we can run across later and find out what that whole thing is. But um, apparently, she was like keeping tabs on him after her death, and then recently has not been able to anymore. And so we need to figure out what's been going on there and decide if it's a situation that we want to undo, or if maybe Fardy is better off with whatever he's been able to put together to keep the ghost of his wife at bay. It could be a consensual thing, or it might be that something bad has happened and we need to undo it to resolve that situation. We'll investigate more into that, as is our milieu. But first, we have some backtracking to do, which is why we're currently in the Meyer Marshes. One more time. Why we're currently in the Meyer Marshes. Ha, there, got all the syllables in the right.
The Marshy Marshes?
The Marshy Marshes is why we're there. So I mentioned, I think, the last couple of streams that I've been hoping to get to a point at the end of a stream where I could essentially, between streams, go sideways and get some of the collecting that this game has, so that I could kind of like keep us from getting underleveled, or get us some gear. Some of the stuff that would get repetitive if I tried to stream it all, but is good and helpful to have for when we stream next. And so I did a little bit of that. I did some like random. I cleared a nest and knocked out some like side stuff. Just went and grabbed a whole bunch of herbs and things like that. And then I took a campfire fast travel teleport and kicked off a cutscene. And so I'm like, well, I need to reload an earlier save. So I sort of trapped myself here in the Meyer Marshes, because anywhere I go from here kicked off a story note. And I'm like, well, I want to save that for stream, which is why we're not at the fort currently, because I ended up essentially trapped by plot. So we're actually going to rewind a little bit. I mentioned also last time that given how the situation with the Beast ended up, with Deborah's ghost emerging from the Beast blaming Kate with one voice, as Antea put it, I want to check in on Kate. So we're actually going to start by backtracking to the Hunter's camp before we start kind of the next thing, and see how that whole situation has evolved. And just make sure that Kate's okay, and maybe try to get some more answers, especially now that we found a letter from Deborah last time, and we got this other thing that happened 7 years ago. I want to try to put some pieces together on the overarching mystery, and see if that helps contextualize things before we jump into the next like chapter of stuff. So that's the agenda. Okay, so I think that's all the recap to get us caught up to where we're at. Now let me say hi to Al, to Alice, to Soleil, to Bob, to Bad Road. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. Hello, everybody. I hope that y'all are doing well. I hope you're feeling better than I am. I hope that you are cozy wherever you are at. Oh yeah, Fernando. He has the shield and the flamethrower. Man, what a great character is Fernando from Paladins. Love it. I still don't remember Fernando, but now I like him. Fernando. There are a lot of very colorful characters in Paladins, and it's like obviously you can draw immediate one-to-one comparisons with their equivalents in Overwatch in both directions. But I appreciate that both Fernando and Reinhardt are just deeply passionate, over the top, exuberant men. It's something so blowhards, yes, but in like in a weirdly in a weird I don't know much about Fernando's backstory, but in a weirdly like wholesome kind of way, I guess, in a way that doesn't feel yucky, I guess. There is pride there. There is, I don't want to say that there isn't ego there, but it's not in a way that feels bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm splitting hairs here, but it's fun. It's a fun, positive, dramatic energy that I enjoy from both of those characters, and it's just I don't know. It's nice. I like it. It's yeah, it's good drama. Thought someone in New Eden had a shield and a flamethrower. Listen, give us time. We might get there. Antea is unlocking all of her ghost powers, and honestly, it's going to be a real bummer when we bring her back to life if she doesn't have those anymore. Because right now she can teleport, she can do a big like AOE explosion. We can ride the roller coasters. We're gonna lose all kinds of stuff. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's you win some, you lose some. Um, I don't have a good segue from that, but I do need to talk about content warnings before we get into the none of these involve losing your ghost powers. There is a sense of loss, though. There, I found my segue. Because this is a game that deals with death, deals with grief repeatedly. We run into people who have lost people who are themselves ghosts, but grief is just a constant thing. So death is going to come up again and again and again and again and again. Um, there are also several instances in the side stuff and occasionally in the main kind of storylines here, instances of sexism, racism, and domestic abuse. I'll try to call out the ones that I remember before we get to them, but there are just occasional notes of that will pop up here and there. There are also bits of body horror. There are resurrected corpses that get up and shamble around. That's kind of the biggest concurrent note. And there are a few other maybe more intense instances of body horror that I should be able to call out as we get to them. Violence against animals, we regularly have to do battle against wolves, just regular starving wolves, as well as like zombie wolves, but they're also just totally normal wolves that we have to fight, which sucks. And alcoholism, there's one whole quest that deals with it heavily, but there are also a handful of kind of side characters that are shown dealing with it in their own ways. For more detailed warnings, visit the doesthedogdie.com page for Banishers, which is linked in our CW tag there that has the more comprehensive list of warnings along with spoiler tags where appropriate. I think that's all of the things. I'm going to decosify a little bit just because this hood is very warm, but otherwise, I think we are ready get into the game.
I think by definition that means you're actually cosifying more.
That's true. I am upping the cozy quotient because also now this is kind of like a nice little neck pillow. I like this Kigurumi a lot. Is the thing. Um, yeah, yeah. All right. So as I mentioned, every time I try to leave this particular campfire, I keep triggering a cutscene. So that's where we're starting. We will sit, travel, and yeah. So we've got one of the things that I also mentioned wanted to do last time is to head over here. I'd forgotten the last name Waterbury because I just the first name of Fear God, it just sticks in the mind so well. But I want to learn the spirit unbounding ritual. We'll get to that as well. But it just means we'll clear out this whole area behind us. But we're gonna go ahead and head to the hunter's camp.
For years, Kate Newsmith believed she did not measure up to her sister. Now she knows that in her kindness, she is at least her sister's equal. Thick skin has paid for her sins. But what of her sister? What will Kate do now? Her people look to her for their future, their protection, their survival.
I still think we made the right choice. It's a new thing. No, we read this already. All right. Out we go. Let me give myself a, let's see. It just tells us activity available. That could be anything. I think this is where Kate's at, so we'll go there first. Got a bunch of side stuff. We got a haunting case. We got all kinds of stuff going on. First things first. This bag. Second things first. What is it? What is glowing over there? Hi? What is that? Alright, we'll deal with that later. Where are the stairs? Stairs over here? Yes. Okay. This is, in fact, the way to Kate. She probably does not want to see us specifically, but we have questions.
Red McWraith.
Maybe we should loot the place first. In case we have to run. List of casualties. Katie, we've identified what bodies we could. They are Barebones Woodman. That's a fucking RPG class. You can't fool me. Faithful Mather, God Reward Cromwell. These are incredible. Joseph Hingman, Praise God Antony, Remember Increase. Puritan names.
Great.
Remember Increase. Remember Increase is a sticky note. Samuel Constance. I'm certain someone got these off of like a list of actual names. Samuel Constance, Iris Constance. Well, they went together. Nicholas Doolin. Oh yeah, well, I guess we didn't so much kill Nicholas Doolin. We re-killed Nicholas Doolin. He was dead when we got there. He just got back up to shoot at us. We buried them in place. Still missing Etienne Roulet. All right, so we have at least one French person. Goodman Barbon, Hope Adams, Sarah Joyner, Mehitabel Sykes, and Peter Buckland. All right.
I didn't expect you back.
I'm working my way back to New Eden Town.
There, you're on your own.
The settlement seems to be well.
The settlement seems to be doing well with you in charge.
Totally not trying to
We've made some gains, but we're far from ready to leave.
Did you tell them what Thickskin did?
I told them she died hunting the beast. Some are
yeah,
yet in
fair
the
enough.
sullens, but they're better with sleep now the nightmares have stopped.
It would be hypocritical for us to say ignorance is bliss after the performance that we put on while killing Thickskin in front of her sister. So
The beast is dead. The curse recedes.
Game returns slowly to the woods. Whatever you did, it worked. Still, some troubles yet vex. The bodies of the lost are buried, many without names, but we found tracks. They lead away into the woods. Some may have escaped. I need to know for sure.
If they're alive, you mean?
Yes. And if they're dead, that they won't be coming back. We need no more beasts.
A new scourge is always possible, but very unlikely without the nightmare's influence.
Probably best to confirm, eh?
Thank you. I followed the tracks as far as I could from the killing ground. I left a red flag as a marker. From there, I ventured no further.
hey. Your sister owed me money. We are not saying this.
Do you wish to talk about what happened with the beast?
You killed my sister. I have nothing more to say to you.
I'm sorry for your loss. Feels disingenuous. We're gonna try this.
Thickskin did what she did, and you were as horrified as I was. I laid the blame where it belonged.
You executed her.
Yes,
True.
I did. I know it seemed cruel. I contend that it was necessary. Or seemed so at the time.
Sometimes, Banisher, I wonder if we did not exchange one monster for another.
See, and that's why you're the right person to lead around here.
Goodbye to you for now, Kate.
Barebones Woodman sounds like a Kender name. HLI. And yes, completely agreed. Mightily Oats. Like the multiple spellings of roulette with a question mark. Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you?
Okay, so we don't have the option to give her gun back, but she has multiple rifles just in this room, so that's probably fine. Hey, hey. Barebones Woodman sounds like something on Etsy. It's very good. Alright, well, we have people to find, always important. What's this? Hang on, let me grab the thing out of a bucket. Not this way, it's straight ahead of us. On second thought, let's not go to Camelot. It won't make any sense. Who's this thing? That's the campfire. Yep. Yeah.
The treasure must be around here somewhere.
Treasure. Treasure! Occasionally we pick up treasure maps. Treasure creation. Upgrade materials. Hello? Jacob? Jacob!
Jacob, you alright? You look unwell.
I am unwell. They're back, sir. The dark thoughts are back. I fear I'll do it again.
Oh, bud.
Slow down, lad. What dark thoughts?
See, we went a-searching for them who died in Thickskin's march. We went to fetch their corpses. And they were gone. All dead, all eaten.
That has nothing to do with you.
What if I did it? What if I ate them? I've a brute in me. An animal. I'm a werewolf.
Oh, no!
A
I shouldn't
werewolf?
laugh, I shouldn't laugh.
Where'd you get that idea?
Found it in a dead man's book. There where the landslide was. But there's a cure, a plant. I remember 'em. Used to grow in the valleys round here. They all wilted when Ben died. Where Ben died.
Oh,
I
bud.
can't remember the name of 'em, but I knew 'em from the drawing. Long purple things. There's my cure. It's in a book, so it must be true.
All right, Jacob. Settle down. I'll see what I can do. Stay put.
It's in a
I
book, it
try,
must be
Mr.
true.
McCraith. I try.
Alright, well, if...
Poor lad. What a mess.
He asks you for help because he trusts you.
It's true.
Werewolves even real?
I've heard rumors. Who knows what's real?
That's true. We're in a fantasy world with like ghosts and zombies and nightmares. So like, I shouldn't just rule out werewolves as possible. But I don't think he's one. If we can convince him we've found a cure? Hold, please. Tiny thing has just happened and I need to catch up. Okay, excellent. All is well. You think someone would do that? Just write in a book and tell lies? What do you mean you're being murdered? People can't do that. That's illegal. Should go back and read the Dragonland series. Formative literature for us. I have never read it. I have learned a lot about, like, Kender specifically, but lots of little, like, tidbits about Dragonlance, but I've never read, I think, even a page of it, honestly. That one and... Is it Dragon Riders of Pern? Which I know is an entirely different series, but for a long time I got the two of them confused just because of the dragon at the start of the names. And I have not read either of them. But I know they're important to a lot of people. Let's see what this haunting game. Boston is this way? How did I miss that the first time? We can just... Well, no, I guess we have Antea's body to go get to. We should have just gone to Boston. Just skip the whole game. Go play Fallout 4 instead. Wait, was Fallout 4 in Boston? Yeah, because 3 was in DC. Ah!
Oof. How's balls, lady?
Oh, Mr. McGrath.
You are a monster.
Thank God. I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord. Well, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself. Forgive me, if you can.
Think nothing of it. How'd you know my name?
Who doesn't? You slayed the beast, by God's grace.
Also, nice hit.
I thought you a charlatan. I told the newsmiths they get nothing for their money. Mistress Evelyn Fitcher, by the way. I'm what passes around here for a physician.
Red McCraith,
Ooh.
Banisher of Ghosts and Slayer of the Terrible
Doctor.
Beast. How may I help you?
Wait, we found your letter.
No help. I just scared myself. These days, I'm afraid of my own shadow. I was gathering plants in the woods. I thought I was attacked by a ghost. Isn't that ridiculous?
She's haunted, clear as day.
Do you happen to know a cure for werewolfism?
No, it's not ridiculous, no. If you're haunted, I might be able to help you.
I'm not haunted. I just took fright is all. But if you really want to help, when I ran, I dropped my bag. It has my medical equipment and supplies. Could you get it for me?
Medical supplies are valuable. A shame to lose them.
Yeah.
See what I can do.
May God's goodness go with you, if you're serious. I still can't tell if you're a serious man.
I still can't tell if you're a serious man. Is honestly a pretty good read of Red.
Such a good man.
Banisher, rebel, finder of lost baggage.
And Beetlehead. You forgot Beetlehead.
But yeah, Evelyn's letter is in the like cabin that we're staying in.
Here in the crevice. Evelyn Fitcher's lost bag.
How did she manage to drop it down there?
And away. Go up and over.
Is it just me or?
I felt it too.
There's that thing to blow up, but that's not what activated the thing, because that's too close. Also, there's a roller coaster over here. Where? Oh, it's up top. Ah, I see. Okay. Hang on. Stuff over, man, there's too much stuff. Oh, there it is. Ah, I see. Stopped too soon. Pardon me. Need to get the cobwebs off. Do. Kaboom! Oh, another of the things that we still can't do anything with. We should really prioritize that. Whoop, whoop. Oh, that's so strong. The poacher this one is. Okay. So now. That. Get what's in the bucket. More fungus. Fungus among us. It's weirder not to be haunted these days. Yeah, no kidding. Puts you in rare company. Keep thinking that there's Doctor Who playing, and I look up and I see that this game sounds exactly like an episode of Doctor Who. Interesting.
Our doctor may not believe in ghosts, but this journal was torn by a spectral hand.
Suddenly, Theremin. Torn out medical consultation log. February 7th, E. Green, cancelled. February 7th, J. Sykes, cancelled. February 6th, J. Pratt, cancelled. February 4th, A. Darlow, cancelled. February 3, C. Glue, headache, fever, verbana, daily for a week. D. Lily, cancelled. D. Lily, pardon me. J. Sykes, nocturia, vertigo, hemlock each Tuesday and Friday. January 28th, D. Lily, cough, shortness of breath, soreness in breathing, nightshade each second Monday. January 27th, G. Rawlings, skin and mucosal lesions, loss of appetite, fever, mercury salts daily. Alright. Don't know why that one's highlighted. R. Dayton, gangrene, mercury salts each Monday, but see a surgeon first. G. Fawcett, stomach ulceration, theriac daily for a week. S. Booth, frequent sneezing, cough, nightshade each Monday and Thursday. Let's see. These are both G. Rawlings, the ones that are highlighted. G. Rawlings, I'm going to guess that's cancer. Skin lesions, stiffness, mercury salts each Monday. So first each Monday, and then upgraded to daily. Black hellebore decoction each Monday. All right. Oh, canker. That does make more sense. Seems like a lot of mercury. I guess there's not, like, quantities listed. Bird. Zumble. Sneak attack. And you're first. Now then, I was attempting to read Evelyn Fisher's bag.
No,
Bag of medicine.
whatever's in there is intact.
The ghost was after Evelyn, not her bag. Spectral stains lead back to camp.
Mistress Fitcher was something of a physician back in Yorkshire.
I wonder why she left.
Maybe she had no choice. Looks like her patients deserted her.
Intriguing. I wonder why.
Oh, so the canceled in the logbook is the patient canceling the appointment, not her canceling. So I misread that. Interesting. Whoop. Hey. Maybe she had a lot of mercury to get rid of. Up. 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 Hey. Here. This thing. That's the way down. Keeping an eye out for the third. Oh, wait. Haha. Perfect. Over we go. Through. Through again. Do. All right, there's this blue thing I never investigated. Let's go investigate that. Hey, Jane. Is it okay if I take this cursed chest? Okay, I'm doing it.
Oh, thank God you're back.
Why, Mistress Fitcher, whatever is the matter?
I was home, working. All of a sudden, the book in my hands was torn apart. What does the devil want with me?
Not the devil, but a ghost. You must know it now.
Till lately, I would never have believed such nonsense. This never would have happened in Yorkshire.
I've passed through Yorkshire. Seems nice enough. Why leave?
Why does it matter?
To understand why someone is haunted, it helps to know a little about them.
Fine. I came to treat the sick and chase the devil from New Eden town. My cousin, Nicholas Doolin, may the Lord keep him, said the town needed doctoring. I took my chance. But when the devil came a-knocking, well, we were forced to leave.
For a rationalist, her faith in God and the devil is strong.
Did Thickskin ask you to join her group?
Nicholas spoke to her for me. She knew my worth. It was difficult to leave New Eden town. But I'd left one home behind. What did it matter if I must leave another?
Did you leave family behind in England?
I left my sister there. Yes. Things between us had soured. Rather than try to fix the unfixable, I chose to start over.
Unfixable? Why?
She was to wed, and I opposed it. It was the mistake of her life. I would not lie to comfort her, and she would not forgive me for it.
That's good to know. Though I don't yet understand how it relates to your haunting. Mind if I look around? I'm aware this is your home. I've no wish to trespass.
If you must, you may. Do tread carefully,
Hey.
I should go.
The Lord will guide you, Banisher, if you let him.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. Let's go have a poke about.
Whatever the ghost wanted, it made quite the mess.
Someone has an axe to grind. Someone threw a book through the window.
Our ghost's modus operandi, it seems.
Yeah, what we got here? Evelyn, stop writing to me and stop calling me your sister. This is the last time I'll write. I don't want to know about you or your life in New England. You would play the good doctor. You cannot. You are not our father, and you cannot heal our sisterhood. It is too late. Learn your lesson and leave me be. Okay, so it's probably not the sister because she was still alive when Evelyn came here to New England.
This could be useful.
Oh, Andy.
This ghost is bent on ruining the doctor's business.
Maybe they didn't like their medicine.
You must break the engagement.
First, I'll thank you for your concern. Second, I shall refuse. Felicity and I shall marry.
You have the pox. You'll infect your wife, and both of you will die.
So cease your nagging and do your job. Cure me.
Quite the contentious consultation. The patient in question must be our ghost.
He had syphilis and didn't take it serious. Not a pretty way to die.
Our flying book is a medical
Septum Defensionis. Physicians, by their ignorance, destroy more lives than they may save. Remember this. The dose makes the poison. Like water, too powerful a medicine will flood the body. I have a guess at what happened. Remember also that while potent, metal must be used with caution. Mercury salt can cement the air inside the body and rot the heart until death occurs. Paralysis, heart failure. Sulfur can make the air ascend into one's brain, suffocating the mind until death occurs, burning lung failure. Aquafortis can distill the air in the body and smother the breath out of the lungs until death occurs, overheating, lung failure.
foam. Paracel.
The dose makes the poison.
The answer is here somewhere.
Well, we have a shed key. Yeah, I'm guessing this is the highlighted patient given the tome talking about dosage and mercury salts. And what's their name? Had the mercury salts listed on both of their entries. An unfinished painting of a couple. 2 names are written on the canvas, Felicity and Goffrey.
this be the sister?
The ghost is connected to this picture. Time to summon him.
Yeah, get out of here. No, make manifest. Here we go.
Hear my voice and show your face.
Why am I here? Oh, that was a clever trick. Now you see me, you lucky things. Can you hear me too?
Aye, we can hear you. We've not met. I've seen your likeness. In the picture, you seemed in better shape.
Well, now that's not very polite. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Geoffrey Rollins, me. Pretty as a picture. Near as pretty as you, my lady fair.
We're Banishers. Looks are not high on our list of priorities.
Banishers, are you? How very attractive. I wager you smell good. I wager you smell dangerous. I like you.
Can we just punch him? Can we just punch him? Can we just punch him?
Why do you stay to haunt Evelyn Fitcher?
Because, my lady fair, she let me die.
But she was your doctor.
A physician, her physics didn't save me. A doctor, she doctored me and good.
You think she didn't try hard enough?
I stand before you, my lady fair, as proof of it.
The portrait. It's very good. Whose work is it?
It was a wedding gift from Evelyn, my sister-in-law.
A mark of her affection, perhaps. Was she dear to you too?
Evelyn? Dear to me? No. Her sister Felicity, yes, very dear. Dear, dear Felicity. Dear Felicity. My wife-to-be, had fate allowed it. Yes, I was intent on marrying Felicity, and would not be deterred by some midwife's trifle.
Mistress Fitcher knew you had syphilis. Is it any wonder she would oppose your marriage to her sister?
She was the doctor, my lady fair. All she had to do was cure me.
What can you tell me about your illness?
Don't worry your pretty head about that, my lady fair. 'Tis nothing, nothing at all.
Every time he says it, I get that much closer to banishing him.
If the pox was nothing, then what killed you?
Why, it was love. I had fevers. Sunlight would hurt my head. I had tunnel vision, my lady fair, and I did not like it. Then one day, I could no longer speak. My legs refused to work, my muscles rebelled against me, and in the end, so did my mind. At the last, there was a pain, like someone reached into my chest and crushed my heart. I did not like that either.
I'm no expert, but that doesn't sound like the Great Pox to me.
The pox was nothing, old man, nothing at all. I was a fool in love.
When your symptoms worsened, did Evelyn change your treatment?
No, she upped the dose.
With what did she treat your lesions?
Salts and powders, powders and salts. And did they work? No, they did not.
Powdered quicksilver, perhaps. Too much affects the muscles and makes one's heart rot till death occurs.
That's it. Powdered quicksilver, mercury salts, and Mistress Fitcher increased the dose.
Poisoning, perhaps?
Wait, what?
A poisoning.
Probably should have had that conversation in
and
private.
not by carelessness. She is not a careless woman.
Are you telling me that Evelyn Fitcher, Mistress Fitcher, the midwife, my sister-in-law to be, poisoned me? I'm gonna kill her.
Geoffrey Rawlings was obnoxious before. Now he's downright nasty.
Aye, Mistress Fitcher's in danger.
Well, we've made a mess, and it's on us to clean it up. But first we have ads. So, we'll go to break, and then we'll come back and clean up our mess. So, we'll step away for a few minutes, run some ads, block them if you got them, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. I will see you all then. Okay. So, we fix.
Do you think she killed him?
Yes, I do.
She swore to protect and use her knowledge to kill. For shame.
Like,
What would you
Joffrey's
have done to
detestable.
save your sister from the pox?
I'd have told her the truth and trusted her to call off the wedding. Not sure she'd have listened, mind you.
Joffrey's detestable. I don't think there's any arguing that. I am having a slightly difficult time defending Evelyn's actions, but I also don't know that we have the full picture yet. We may not have had a lot of alternatives, all things considered. Whoop, one of you.
Move, Red.
There we go. Oh, nice dodge. Ah. I see your tricks. Yep. Hup. Do you think murder would be less prevalent if ghosts were known to be real? Like, if there was a significant calculable chance that your victim would take revenge? It's a great question, genuinely. Like, I think there are plenty of cases, even just in this game, where folks are in a situation where they're already
This can't be true.
they're already in danger anyway, and at least when it's ghosts, the danger is less imminently mortal because they're reduced to like poltergeists or like slowly sapping energy. So sometimes it's still worth it depending on the danger you're dealing with.
That corpse is gonna shoot.
But it's probably you'd probably still be dealing with like less, I would think.
Don't just stand there. Move.
Alright, this is where we got hung upside down the first time we got here.
They brought more friends.
And here we go. That felt cool. Right, because we took the Banishing Leap. I forgot about that. There we go. So much stuff. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see like what would be admissible in court.
It's over. They're gone.
By God Almighty, what on earth were they?
Hey, what's the word around here? No, now is not the time.
I know who haunts you. Your ghost is the spirit of one Geoffrey Rawlings.
Oh no,
That's how you pronounce that.
I thought I knew the voice. I thought I glimpsed his face.
He was your patient. Syphilis, I believe.
Yes, but this was years ago.
Fearing he would give your sister the pox, did you poison him with quicksilver?
Is he here in search of revenge? Yes. I stole a few months of Geoffrey Rawlings' life to save decades of my sister's.
You acted from love for your sister, but the choice was hers, not yours.
What would you have done? Knowing you could save a loved one's life, what would you have done?
The good lady doctor has a point.
Let's get to the bottom of this. You've both made your
He does have a lot in
choices.
common
It's my
with
turn.
the Game of Thrones character of the same name. So, like, I'm leaning Banish. Because Joffrey's a prick. But also, we're way behind on getting the number of blames that we need. And this one is at least closer to the no, I don't feel great about this. She's a murderer, and specifically she's a doctor who murdered someone in her care, which is something I hate. I think we take this one. I think we're selfish and we take this one.
Evelyn Fitcher, who swore to do no harm. Geoffrey Rawlings placed his trust in you. You poisoned him.
Rawlings was sick, body and soul, and would have passed his illness on. What was I to do?
You went against your sister's wishes, against your own principles.
'Twas a life for a life, a trade, the balance equal. A life for a life.
I understand. I'm about to make the same trade.
To both of us, death was a remedy. But who shall judge you, Banisher, when judgment time has come?
I don't feel great about that one, but I don't think I would have felt great about it the other way either. So it goes. Let's go learn a new ritual. A little bit of learning will do us some good. Yeah, a picture of health, which I think is a tongue-in-cheek reference to the fact that the painting was the ghost eye, but also, yeah, it's they like to have fun with their puns. It's not quite on the level of the... Oh, hang on. Last time we came this way, we didn't have a gun. It's not quite on the level of the Final Fantasy XIV localization team with stuff like, if it bleeds, we can kill it. But it's still up there. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Trying to remember that whole sequence of quests. It starts with like, Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it, where you fight Ifrit, or technically Ifrit, but the joke only works if you mispronounce the name. And then there's like, in for Garud Awakening, and then there's like, in a Titan spot, which I think is the weakest of the batch. Let's go learn the ritual. I think this is actually our last ritual. Because we learned the Void Traveling one, and we already knew the other set. I think there are only 5 total. There's the Hearkening, where you listen to echoes. There's the... Can't remember what it's called, where you make manifest, basically summon a ghost to talk to them, or summon minor ghosts to fight them. There's one where you make a scourge manifest, like the beast, or the specifically the big like boss ghosts, to bring them out. There's the Void Traveling, and then there's the one we're about to learn now. So it's somewhere in this area. Oh, hi there. Hey, you know what? Don't mind me. You do your thing. So somewhere around here is a hut. Looking for a hut.
Watch out.
Yep.
Spectre possession.
Yeah, bastard.
Lovely. Hang on, is that? Ah, it was. Alright. Oh, I see a hut over there. Oop, hang on. Hee hee! We'd love a combo. Now then, as I was saying, that's a hut over there. Way in the back. At least I think it is. Ooh, hang on.
What a sight to behold.
Wasn't I always?
Is this the hut?
Must be Fear God's lair.
This is the hut.
Hopefully his writing is still around.
And this is one of the things.
Curse or spell we found already.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about.
This must be
Get
the
notes
tutorial.
about the hut location.
Alright. The Breviary. Ritual of Spirit Unbinding. I command you, unclean spirit, whoever you are, be you alone, and with your minions, to leave now. You are not released, but exiled. You are not freed, but sent back. You are not strong, but weak. You are gone now, I command you.
Ritual of
Alright.
unbinding. This must be it.
Yes. All you have to do now is repeat Fear God's prayer to get rid of a curse placed upon an item.
Oh, we got here. We got... That's so much. Alright. Praised be the Lord, my long years of demonologist studies will finally serve my fate. From these secluded woods I can observe and protect these lands while keeping his light upon them. The hamlet of New Eden was too crowded, but also too narrow to let me efficiently accomplish my great work. In this small room at the King's Arms I had trouble focusing and finding the many sources of evil. Here, from the small screen of the tall dark trees, I will fulfill my task, alone, with a sharpened mind. What is wrong with these people? It is like the immensity of the wild has blurred their faith and shaken their fortitude. Is it the fear of the unknown that incite them to seek help in all those unholy trinkets I know many are secretly trading? Is it something more wicked, like a sinful attraction for these false idols? Is it this valley itself? Is it this bad mouth a few corrupted men speak about, a gate to hell supposedly hidden in the center of the region? I leave to other soldiers of Christ the task of sealing this mouth when they find it. My task here is clear. I've already spotted at least 3 terribly devilish items brought here by settlers. One at the wrist of a hunter, another at the neck of a sailor, and a third hanging at the window of a farm. They will be mine soon, before they can spread their bad influence on weaker minds, before a darker trade begins, like I've already witnessed in Providence or Boston. Soon I shall grab these cursed items before locking them behind the strongest demonologist ritual I have learned, to be dispelled only through the most powerful ritual of unbinding. For more safety, I shall even hide the chest in the deepest parts of the valley, and when it is done, I shall search for more cursed trinkets, until the last root of corruption is finally ripped from this blessed land, destined to be sowed by the elected ones. Fear God Waterbury. Yeah, right. So they're always in sets of 3s. We find the 3 things, we find the corresponding chest, and we do the ritual. And then we get a stuff. And for this, they decided to make a whole backstory. Which seems a little silly to me personally, but it's cute silly, so I'm okay with it. There we go. One of this, one of these. Alright, we have our 3. Let's do our tutorial. There it is. Unbounding. I still think you should just use like a stick for this. That poor knife.
You are not released, but exiled.
Alright. And we get... Bracer. Oh god, and attacked.
Move, Red.
Oh god, that's you! It's the guy!
Learn, do they?
That was Fear God Waterbury. Huh. Hey, thanks for the ritual. I guess you also died here?
Yeah, bastard.
And one more.
To end as one of the spectres you fought against your own life.
A fate met by many a holy man unable to let go.
No, that was this. We missed a rock. There we go. Well, that was an easier fight than you'd expect from someone named Fear God. I mean, I think the name implies that he feared God, not necessarily that he was fearsome in some way. I guess these are about equidistant. We'll head here. And away we go. It's still funny. Yeah, I agree. I appreciate that both Red and I heard the name and went, "I'm sorry, who?" And it's the fight itself was just nothing. Which is fair. Again, it's definitely a tutorial for the ritual. They did not want to make that into like an imposing boss battle for good reason. And we go this way. Here. There it is. The friendly blue smoke. Nyum. 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 And up we go. Campfire. Oh right, we did a haunting case. Now we have a this. Leap increased by 150% against full health enemies. That's very tempting. Damage dealt by Antea is increased by 25%, but damage taken by Antea, damage in and out goes up by 25%. Using outburst while so outburst also gets the banish quality. That could be very tempting. Defeating an enemy with a manifestation restores 7% health. Okay. It's over here. Weak spot hits with the rifle reduce manifestation cooldowns by 25%. Yeah, alright. Defeating an enemy with outburst triggers an area of effect. It's already an area of effect, so it just makes a ripple. Lawrence Olivier or Ripple Wine. We use Leap a lot, and I use it as a gap closer, so this as an opener against full health enemies will be very good. Alright. Let's just take a quick look. One of these? This is bracers. Okay. Oh, it's not that. Is it this? Which of you is bracers? It was a ring! Oh, okay. I misunderstood entirely. Alright. Rifle shots consume 25 spirit points to deal 50% increase to... No, never mind. Don't want that at all. Alright. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
What happened? Oh, you saw the text chain?
Yeah.
Yes. Everything is fine.
Yeah, just... Oh, man. Oh, baby.
Let's see. What we got? We got enough time to follow up with Jacob's thing. Let's do that. So, we'll go ahead and grab this. Go here. So the thing that I went aside for earlier, I'm not going to talk about it on stream, obviously, because it's personal stuff, but something happened, but all is well. We got some news about friends.
The kind of news that leads with, everyone is okay.
Right. The text chain where someone opens with, everyone is fine, which of course immediately you have to then stop and read through, okay, why are you telling me that? But I appreciate that we have friends who know to start with that instead of giving, like, the backstory first and then ending with, and everyone's fine. It's like, no. You open with, everybody's fine. Now, here's what happened. Like, good.
That one is shielded.
It's one of these things. Hey, listen, we just got this new talent. Woo-ha! I love the abilities in this game. I love that the talent trees let you refund and try out different builds as often as you like for no cost, so that you can play around with any different, like, arrangement. Find the werewolf book. Alright, where's that? I don't even see him. Oh, okay, is this the werewolf book? Yes, okay, we'll do that as well. Maybe I should have done that first. Well, let's try this and see what happens. Hopefully we can do these in either order. We'll find out. This isn't Wolfbane, it's Hyacinth.
Are we looking in the right place? These look like blue bonnets.
Jacob must have confused them with Aconitum, which is fatal. Hyacinths are harmless. Jacob won't know the difference.
Ah, I see. I see. Okay. All right. Let's go get the book as well. As we have time, and it's right next to a campfire, which is convenient. I think I mentioned it before. I am going to mention it again now that we're actually doing it, but I like that this game also, once you've finished a haunting case, and there's one of these for every haunting case, there's always a follow-up. So for every haunting case, and it usually doesn't open right away, but there's always a quest that you can do after, where you can come back to either the survivor, or you might have to essentially deal with some of the leftover mess from whatever happened. Which in this case is not so much of a leftover mess, it's more of a, like, you know, we're just continuing to make sure that Jacob is okay. And he's at least made it to the hunter's camp, which is, you know, a good start.
Is this really gonna work?
If he believes it will help him, it'll likely help him. A thought is a powerful thing. My mother taught me that.
Oh. Alright, so now we'll head... Is it this one? That's Kate's thing. We'll go here, here. And the book is right nearby. Ooh. Oh, hello. Excuse me, do you have the time?
Try this on for size.
We got an extra marker that I want to clear. Why did I leave it? Just want this. Alright, so it should be somewhere in here? It's not that large of an area. Oh, there it is. A book named Wolflings. The devil, to gain credit with men, that he may turn them from God, counterfeits the admirable deeds of our Lord Creator. This is an illusion, and for it to work he depends on the credulity of the weak-minded. Thus the ungodly, claiming the talent to transform into a creature half human, half wolf, are under the illusory effect of the devil. You hear that? Furries are from the devil. They attribute their misdeeds to the human impulse that they cannot control, consumed by the power of the devil over their souls, which would change them. By them, a decoction of aconitum could poison the beast within and soothe their tortured souls. This is false. They use these devil-given ointments to reinforce their illusion, keeping them bound and blind and imprisoned by an unholy lie. The devil falsely claims the power to change the essence of things when this power belongs only to God, and Christian faithful must not be diverted by these ungodly beliefs. There's a Husband Hotel joke in there.
Don't you have some hyacinth? That looks like aconitum. Jacob will believe himself cured, and we don't have to poison him to death.
I like that part. I like that part the most. Alright, how do we get back to here? Alright, so we just give him a look-alike, or we're basically playing a chapter from Strange Horticulture. Except in a good way. Someone's asking for a poison herb, and we give them a non-poison herb. Tell them it's the poison herb. And then they're fine. And they never have to know. It's a good lie. And we're going to tell ourselves that. And if they find out and they hate us for it, at least they're alive to hate us for it.
Yep.
Over here. I heard about one of the last witch trials in Germany was of a guy who claimed he was a werewolf, and that werewolves fight witches.
Oh yeah,
It was actually kind of cool. I have to look up the story, apparently. That's something to read into after stream.
I think they basically told him don't do it again.
They basically told him, don't do it again.
Because
Thank you for your service, but also stop it.
wait, no, there were
Jacob.
actually there were 3 different werewolf
Shite
gods.
going.
But yeah, one of them ended with the church, local church going. So he donates to the church regularly, and he's just claiming to fight Satan.
He donates to the church regularly, and he's just claiming to fight Satan.
This is covered.
He said witches steal people's crops before they're planted, and werewolves have to go to hell to steal them back. That's metal as fuck. I love that.
It's a great callback to pre-Christian practices as well.
Oh, it's a callback to pre-Christian practice. Oh, yes. Hang on. No, I do think I know this one. Yeah,
Because
okay.
it's a Slavic thing.
Yes.
An Eastern Europe thing.
Yeah.
Where the sorcerer, the witch of the
Yeah.
village would bring water and keep other witches from fucking with the land.
Fun fact, this is actually referenced in some of the early chapters in Little Goody Two Shoes.
Yeah.
Because it's a German fairy tale.
It's one of the
calls
things that
back.
came up when I was researching a certain game you were running.
That's so funny.
Because it ties into that legend as well.
That specific iteration on witches. Hey, that's great. I love that. I love learning stuff. Thank you all for teaching me things.
We'll just pop in.
Yeah.
Hi.
Mr. McGrath, sir, I can't stay with good people. Oh, Jacob, I can't stay with good people with no cure all the way to the woods. There's an old lumberjack camp. I shall be all right there. Farewell. Well, we gotta go find it. This poor kid. All right. Let's see. He has gone. Oh, that's not that far. Okay. I'll tell you just take it in the view. I mean, it's very pretty. Oh, it's a nice waterfall. Okay, we gotta go find a kid, though. Cannot stay with good people. Jacob, you're a good people. Alright, let's go convince him he's a good people, and then maybe have him eat a flower or 2. We'll bring an extra one just for insurance. Wait, is it? It's over here. Flower and a hug. You cannot eat the hug, but listen, we'll improvise.
Bread and roses, though. Take the hug anyway.
Take the hug anyway. There we go. Some people would turn into furries to fistfight Satan. That's true. I feel like I've met those furries. I mean, a lot of furries work in IT, which that's basically just fistfighting Satan already. Which is somewhere
the
around
furries
here.
are actually the ones who threw the Nazis out of their community.
The furries are the ones who threw the Nazis out of their community. Yeah. Yeah.
So I should probably be taking notes.
Yeah. Up we go. Furries and metalheads, yeah. Some metalheads, I mean some furries. It's this is an on the whole sort of situation. Oh, see a person on a hill. I'm grabbing extra hyacinth just so we have backup.
Anyone?
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
He's in
Oh.
danger. Of course he's in danger.
Irony. Listen, wolves. I'm very sorry about this. Genuinely, I mean that.
Blasted pest!
Antea, please. Hey, bud. Did you try to go live with the wolves?
Jacob, what are you doing here? You could have gotten yourself killed.
Thank you both.
Wouldn't hurt one of their own. I couldn't stay at camp. I was afraid.
Afraid you'd hurt someone.
I didn't want... I miss Ben.
Easy, lad. I've brought you something. It'll help with the urges.
Will it cage the wolf in me?
Well, technically, there are 2 wolves in you.
You'll be fine now. Everything will be fine.
Thank you. I owe you again. I owe you all so much.
What do you plan to do now?
First, I'm going back to the camp.
Yes.
After that, I don't really know. But I would like to be useful. Farewell, Banisher.
Okay, now hugs? That's not hugs, that's mushroom. But it's... A mushroom is like a hug. That can't die. So... maybe even better. Okay, well, That's good. I think we did a good. I feel a lot better about that one, like, unequivocally, than the haunting case, to be fair. This one worked out much better. Let's head back, and we'll head to Fort Jericho, and next time we'll actually pick back up. We didn't actually learn anything from Kate about Deborah. Maybe I should finish up her quest of looking for people. Maybe that'll get us some information. Maybe I shouldn't leave here just yet. We got what? 9 minutes? Okay. Let's see if I can find the missing folks. If we can get into Kate's good graces, maybe we can get some intel. Thank you again, Bedroad. Let's just see. Maybe it's happy news. Maybe they're fine. Maybe they just got lost in the woods. For days. They could be okay. You don't know. Unless you've played this game or have looked it up already. Here. Here. We will travel. And we'll go here. Alright. Marker flag, marker flag. This way. I don't know that the Horizon games, Horizon Zero Dawn and whatever the sequel is called, I've forgotten it, started the whole, like, objective markers that point you to, like, the next step in the path, dynamic objective marker kind of system. But it's the first time that I remember noticing it, and I am just so grateful for it.
Let's find these missing settlers, then. I mean, obviously they're dead, but let's find them anyway.
Yes, thank you, Red. Because it's just... It's so nice not to have to constantly pull up a map to figure out where the hell I need to go next. And just be able to wander by compass. Alright, we have camp supplies. This is not looking great for the people we're looking for, I'll be honest. Oh. Yeah, just genuinely not looking positive.
Get back up!
Feels good every time. There's a whole array of talents that deal with the, like, perfect switch mechanic, where they're, like, you have to choose a specific way that you switch between Red and Antea, or do a move right as you switch between them. And I didn't try them out at all on my first
The earth
playthrough, and
is
I
freshly turned.
Oh, that's not good.
yeah, that's a grave. And I haven't tried them out this time either. I don't think I'm necessarily going to because I don't know that they're really my style, but I like that there's a whole other way to play the game that I just haven't even messed around with. Just that there's that much there. Aha. Follow the blood trail. Survivor's first letter. To any who survived the attack, danger surrounds us. Injured by the beasts, our companion sickened and died. We buried him. I hereby stand testament to his bravery. Without his sacrifice, I too would be dead. Blessed be his soul, and may he forgive us, for though he asked us to bury his axe with him, we kept it as our only weapon. We shall strike out on foot for the coast, which lies southeast. Etienne tells me we leave in minutes. Pray for our souls, you who finds this, for I doubt we shall survive this journey. MS.
This
All right.
guy died defending 2 other settlers. They went southeast, hoping to reach the sea.
Then we'll do the same.
Let's see if we get one more. Zoom. Okay. Come back for that.
Well, I'm a good
It's a
enough
way up.
cragsman, but I don't think I can climb this.
There's no jump to be had. Not that I can see.
And I guess I'm taking the long way around.
Or we might have to stop right there. Fine. Oh, there's a cave. Unless that is the cave. That is the cave. Shucks. Okay. Well. Well. In the meantime, let's shoot this thing. Get some witchstone. Alright. So, now that we're at a kind of dead end? Yeah. We'll wander back here. Head back to Fort Jericho. That's where we'll pick up. I think we're going to have to wait until the map opens up a bit more to come back around here. Let's step away from the howling, whispering mass, I think, to do this the last little bit. That seems prudent. Let's just hang out over here. Yeah, thank you all so much. I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight. Hey, we got all the way through a stream. So, Cozy Mode was a success, and I'm happy about that. We're going to go ahead and next time we'll be back at Fort Jericho in Snowy Mode. That'll be Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And, yeah, that's it. That's the whole sentence. I keep trying to chain things into other things, and it's like, no, sometimes you just have to stop talking, which is the thing I struggle with regularly. Be sure to check out our poll schedule at schedule.truck.community to see what everybody else is up to and when and on what days and on what channels. It's all in one place, one nice little site that functions as a schedule. We update it every week so you can keep track of what everybody's up to in that week. And speaking of what everybody's up to, here in just a bit over at twitch.tv/SquirrelLily, Alice is going to be playing more Final Fantasy X, so we're going to send a raid her way here in just a second. So just hang out and chat, and you'll be automatically warped. You can ride the roller coaster over that way. And I think that's that on that. Thank you all so much again. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will hope to see you next time. Good night.